Welcome to the ChrissieCast live from the compound. How are you loving the Ask Me Anything series? I, for one, am really enjoying it because maybe I'm a control freak, but I do not like my words being twisted in publications. And so for me to answer your questions directly is a real thrill because that's how human beings communicate. Am I right? You are locked and loaded on the ChrissieCast for another episode of Ask Me Anything. You've asked me lots of questions. I've collated them all. I've printed them off because I'm a very old lady and I love my Epson. And Rachel is joining us once again to be the facilitator, the moderator, if you will.
Season's greetings, Chrissie.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. How do you do? How's your Christmas shopping going?
Look, mostly done. Mostly done. Do you know what I finally did this year?
What?
Mum won't listen to this before Christmas, surely. Yeah. I finally got her one of those ancestry things.
Oh, my God.
So she can do her bloods and find out who she is.
That is a great gift. I do always say, as a little disclaimer, if you're going to kill someone, though, if you've got that plan at some point in the future, don't do the Ancestry.com because then your DNA is on file and you'll be caught. Good
Okay.
tip, hot tip.
I don't think Mama Sue's killing anyone.
No,
so,
okay, good.
So that's all good.
Good with that we chatted about it though.
All right, time to jump into some Ask Me Anythings again. Now, let's start off with this one. RJ Phillips has asked, what are your top 3 yacht rock songs?
Okay, so yacht rock is my favourite genre. Actually, look, I always say that. I've got lots of favourite genres, but this is up in there. A lot of people don't know what yacht rock is, and in fact I had to explain it to the great Jane Hall last weekend. Yacht rock is your Hall & Oates, your kind of cheesy white rock, but soft. It's not Def Leppard, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you an idea of what would fit in there by giving you my top 3. Number 1, What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers. Second, it's a song called Peg by Steely Dan.
Is that where your child's name came from?
It actually isn't. It isn't. But it is a great song and the sample in it appears, well, it's not a sample because that's the original, but De La Soul, I know, off the 3 Feet High and Rising album, which is another favourite album of mine. The sample from that iconic song is from Peg by Steely Dan. And let's finish off with Arthur's Theme. That is my third favourite. Very hard, like picking children.
Wait, is that classed as rock?
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock.
Specifically. And that is by Christopher Cross, and go and listen to it right now. It's written by Peter Allen.
That is a great song. It's one of those ones that gives me emotions and I don't know why.
If you get caught between the moon and New York City. Fabulous.
I know it's crazy.
But it's true.
But it's true. But it's true.
I've talked so much over the last few days that I'm losing my voice. What an idiot.
What are we going to do with you? Well, this next question, way to throw it out there, Pebbles39.
Go Pebbles.
What celebrity have you slept with?
Absolutely none.
Oh.
I've slept with maybe 6 people in my whole life. And I just made that number up. I know it's very, very low. And certainly none of them were a celebrity.
None of whom are celebrity. Well, maybe this one will get you a little more excited.
Oh, a bit hot under the collar.
16 Sundays wants to know, what is your favourite dessert?
Great question. At the moment, I'm on a creme brulee hit.
Have you made them?
I have.
How did they turn out?
They were amazing and not that hard, I'll be honest. I thought it was going to be very, very, very difficult, and usually if I think something's going to be very difficult, I put it off. On this occasion for a creme brulee, I put it off for about 11 years because I wasn't confident that I could do it. And then I met you, Rachel, and you sorted me out with the gas for my creme brulee torch, and I made it on Saturday, and it was incredibly delicious, and it had the crack, and it was amazing. And I think a creme brulee is my favourite dessert.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Matrick_13 wants to know, picture it. You're at a party, you're an attendee. What is your number 1 favourite party snack food?
well, this is very interesting because I am a party snack person and I'm an entree person and I'm an hors d'oeuvre person. I'm a canapé person. I eat all the canapés with gay abandon at any function, including at home, and I'm happy to skip out on the main completely. It's always too much of the same thing. I would rather, if you've got, you know, what do they say? Your stomach is the size of a fist. Fucking what? It's not, by the way. Just say you've got, you know, a bum bag sized stomach. Why would you fill that with just chicken and chips when you could have a vol au vent, a couple of twisties, a little pancake with salmon on it, and you know, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you could have 30 things.
Yes.
Instead of just one.
As my dad would say, the horse duvers.
The horse duvers and also the finger food. And I'm not 100% happy with the term finger food. I have used a company called 1-800-FINGER. To cater a party.
I wonder how often they get wrong phone calls.
I want to see if they exist. Well, I'm sure they get the right phone calls. I wonder how often they have to deal with the wrong kind of questions.
Yeah.
Let me see if they still exist. 1-800-FINGER. And they are out of business.
Their tagline should be, we cater for middle-aged women who like to party. All right. Next on the list of Ask Me Anythings, Nessie XOX wants to know, what sort of knickers do you wear? Is there go out knickers and stay home knickers?
There used to be, but I've streamlined. I have only one type of knickers, and they are from Kmart, and they are sold in a pack of 3. And that is all I wear. I threw out everything else, and only because they were disgusting. Like, I have been known to wear knickers until, you know, the band is coming off and they're fraying and whatever. And I don't know why. Knickers are a good pair of knickers is hard to find. And when I found it, I ran with it. And I do that for several reasons. One, I know that I put my hand in the drawer and whatever I pick out is comfortable. I got sick of putting on undies and then like they're riding up your crack and they're awful, right? And then I would forget to throw that pair of underpants out because I hate it and it hates me. So all the undies I wear are all comfortable. And B, when I'm sorting the washing, straight away I know what's what. They're my undies. And I do the same for socks. All of my socks are the same, and I never, ever buy the same socks for my kids so that I know where mine are.
Do you ever wear odd socks?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I do. And I can because all my socks are the same. Do you know what I mean? They don't feel different.
No, exactly.
And, you
they
know,
just have a different colour on the bottom.
Under a pair of jeans, bang.
Now,
I want to know.
Back to the knickers question.
Yeah.
What do you think is the key to a good pair of knickers? Is it a thick band? Is it seam-free? Is it elastic around the butt?
Great
part?
question. Great question. For me, and I believe that is as individual as a fingerprint. However, for me, I struggled for years with my grandmother and mother's advice that it must be cotton on the gusset. It must be cotton, cotton, cotton. I would trash them because I'm a whole lot of woman. I've got the hardest working underwear in Australia, all right? And if they are not all in one piece, indestructible, stretch everywhere, NASA level control, then they look like something from the bottom of the bin within about 2 seconds. So that's me. They're all one piece. There's no stitching anywhere. They're stretchy everywhere. The band is connected to the underpants, is connected to the gusset, is connected to everything. And full coverage. I like my whole ass covered. And they're quite high too.
Oh, I love a high waist.
How bad is it when the apron of excess flops out over the top of the undies and you're like sticking your hand under your pants? But
hate that.
I'll show you these Kmart ones. I reckon you'll love it because you and I are built the same way. You'll love them. I'm gonna get them for you. End of.
Sold.
Bang.
All right. We've got another one here. This one's from Christie Back. I missed the name of the pens that you were talking about, and I want a 60-pack straight away. Chrissie, we know that you love your pens in excess.
Yeah. Christie, pleased to meet you, by the way. And I'm going to look up. I know that it is called the Tripless. And if you're wondering what the hell is she talking about, I love stationery. My mum loves stationery. And now I'm proud to say that my daughter Peg is third generation stationery obsessed. Thrilled. And Peg bought me for my birthday a 30-pack of fine liners. They are the most wonderful thing that has happened to me this year. And Christie, they are called the Stettler. However you pronounce that, that's how I pronounce it. Staedtler. The Stettler Tripless pen. Tripless is the word you're after. Fine liners and a pack of 60. They'll see you out, as my gran used to say.
So this is from Alexander Panda.
Oh, hi,
Great
Alexander
name.
Panda.
What smash hits poster adorned your bedroom wall as a teenager?
Great question. Was Smash Hits around when you were a kid,
Hell
Rachel?
yes.
Great. Okay, fantastic. So I loved the posters. It was like the most amazing thing that you would get for free. Like you would go straight to where the magazine would naturally open to see who you got. And I would absolutely put them up. Of course, these days I would have them laminated first. But I never did. Anyway, on the back of my door was actually a poster of Bros, but it wasn't from Smash Hits. It was a limited edition addition to the vinyl album. Ooh. So Craig, Logan and Matt Goss and Luke Goss were there in all their white shirt, Levi 501 big chunky silver belt glory on the back of my door.
Can we talk about posters on the back of the doors for a sec?
Yeah.
Did you ever give them sneaky kisses?
Yes.
Okay.
All the time.
So can I confess to you?
Yeah.
So I had a poster of Leonardo DiCaprio a la Titanic year.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was very young. I was probably like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And I put him on the back of the door and I used to kiss it because I thought that's what you do. You kiss good-looking boys.
Yeah.
And the older I got, the more I realised it's because he looks like a sexy lesbian.
He actually does.
That picture.
Particularly in that film, yes.
And I was like, I think that's what my attraction was.
Well, because he's very pretty. I love Leonardo DiCaprio too.
I've always had a thing for blonde lesbians. Thank you, Leo.
And then there you go. There you go. The origins of sexuality with Rachel.
I know, that was my first kiss as well. Thanks, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, there you have it. Are you getting the answers you require? God, I hope so. That's it for another episode of Ask Me Anything, the very special series me and Rachel are putting together for you on the ChrissieCast live from the compound. We'll be back with more as soon as I've had a little rest and a breather.